Yeah, so Hannah thinks monkeys are able to talk. They just don't want
They
to.
are. They're able to speak. They're like literally humans in disguise. They can say anything whenever they want. They just choose not to because they.
So this is what we like to call mentally insane. Not taking it out of context. The Bible says there's only 2 genders. How is that taking it out of context? I'll say it right here. And I'll put me on the clip. The Bible says there's only 2 genders. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the show. The only show where you can get beyond the bullshit. Yeah. So we got a good one for you guys today. Like we always start the episodes, guys, with the platforms. If you're watching on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast, or Amazon Music, we thank you all very much, and we love you and appreciate you. So keep doing that for us. If you guys haven't checked out the Patreon yet, make sure to go do that. The description's going to be in this video. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're listening, I'll try to get the link in the description of the actual podcast. But if not, it's always on the social media. So make sure to go check all of that out, guys. Yeah. I was going to actually start the episode off. Oh, I forgot. I was actually going to say, we got some new Halloween decorations here. If you guys can see. Oh, yeah. Yes, we got this nice little trick-or-treat basket. And this nice pair of little legs. Yeah. Pulled these out of a bucket in our closet.
Very spooky.
Yeah, it is very spooky.
I do want to tell the story that I didn't get to yesterday or last podcast.
What?
The ADHD moment.
I have no idea what you're talking about, so you can just
The remote?
No idea what you're talking about, so you can just go ahead and...
The remote.
Oh, yeah. So that was you.
That was you, pal.
No, that was you. No. We know that was you. I have it on video. Yeah.
I said it could have been, but I don't think it was.
No, I have it on video.
You have the incident on video? You're an idiot.
Yeah, I have it on video. So yeah, you can go ahead and tell that story to start it off.
Go ahead and tell it.
Oh, okay, great.
You recall it
because I am the better storyteller. So, we'll start the episode off with this, guys. You'll really enjoy this. You really love a little inside look into what goes down in the world of AJ and Hannah. So we have a TV here behind the camera where you guys are at. That is a Roku TV. So it has one of the Roku remotes, right? And what I like, if you can't find the remote, you can control it with your phone. But what happened where we can't control it? We couldn't.
We switched Wi-Fi.
Oh yeah. So we got a new Wi-Fi. We got new Wi-Fi put in. So we forgot to get everything set up with the TV first. So then when the new Wi-Fi came up, it was already too late, and our phones wouldn't work on it anymore, and we had already lost the remote, which we have no idea how we lost the remote.
And mind you, we had lost the remote the week after we moved in. It was gone, and no one knew where it was. We tried looking under the couch, everywhere, and AJ just thought, we threw it away.
Yeah,
mistakes happen.
I mean, we've looked everywhere. I thought we had looked everywhere. It had been gone for months. I definitely thought we had just accidentally thrown it away, or it fell in the trash or something, and we had just taken it out. So I thought it was gone. So the new Wi-Fi gets put in. We can't control the TV, so I'm pissed off because we can't. We literally there's nothing we can do. We can't connect the new remote or anything because it's just we're screwed.
Mm-hmm.
So there was another way we ended up getting another remote. We had to take the entire TV down off the wall, run a cord into it, do a bunch of other crap. It was really an entire experience. That's why I was pissed off. But how we ended up finding the remote was after.
No, we ended up having another remote, which we paired to the TV. So we ended up having another remote. So
that's
things
what I just said.
Well, you said run a cord through the TV. I don't know what that means.
When we had to take the TV off the entire wall and run the cord from the Wi-Fi back there all the way to the TV to connect the new
Wi-Fi to
it,
yeah, but you didn't explain the new remote. You kind of just said, yeah, we ended up finding a new remote. But
that's
yeah.
So this is why I'm the better storyteller. So Hannah just retold the exact same thing I just said. So how we ended up finding the remote was, I guess Hannah here was having a little snack.
This is not guaranteed.
This is guaranteed.
No.
So I guess Hannah here was having a little snack and somehow dropped the remote into a bag of chips, rolled the bag up, put it back in the cabinet, in the very back of the cabinet where we would never find it again. And then I went back there, and we were out of food, so I was just searching through the cabinet for food, and I decided to grab this bag out of the very back to see what we had in the very back. And I unrolled the bag, and wow, there she blows. There she blows right there. A remote just in a bag of chips.
And again, this had all happened on the same exact day. The whole situation with the TV, we had to take it off, the new pairing of the remote, and finding the remote. And AJ, slams the counter, laughs, and I was like, what is happening? Did he find like a mouse in that bag or something? No. So he was just laughing, and I was like, what is going on? What is going on? I was like so confused. I was like, what is happening? And he pulls out the remote. I was like, okay, nice. At least we have it.
Yeah. So, what I tell myself every time that I lose something is expect the unexpected, because it's never going to be anywhere you think it is. But I didn't expect that one. I didn't expect that one. I didn't expect it to be rolled up in a bag of chips in the very back of the cabinet. So, nice work there. Nice work there, pal.
Thanks.
I was also going to talk about the story that just happened a few days ago, which, before I say this, there's no hate to this person at all. There's no hate to this person at all. It was all sorted out. It was all good. But the dog that shit on our deck.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're in an apartment. We have our little deck outside, which obviously have people above us with their deck. I guess their dog had a little accident, and shit rained down from above onto our deck. Yes.
And I don't go on the deck often, so it was just like, he was like, oh, well, I need to tell you something. I think the dog above us is having an accident and is getting onto our deck. And I was like, okay, let me go check it out. And it was like all over our seat, all over our deck.
Yeah, it was bad.
Like, it was like staining the wood.
Yeah.
Like it was staining. It was kind of like weird. But yeah, that got sorted out.
Yeah, so our neighbor came down, gave us a little knock. And
I was freaking out. I was like, who the hell is knocking on our door?
Yeah, so yeah, got the entire deck cleaned. And then she gave us a giant blunt as a gift.
Which was not.
Which Hannah thinks she drugged and she's trying to take us out with. So that's the truth. That's the truth.
Like,
that's the truth. So I'm not allowed to smoke it. That's what I'm hearing. That's what I was told, and I have to throw it away.
Yeah, you do, because who can you trust in this world?
The truth of the story. That's it. That's a good point. Who can you trust in this world?
But
I choose to trust the dog shitting neighbor.
She did do a really good job cleaning it up.
Yes, like I said, there's no problem.
Yeah, it would have been a problem because the other this dog had an accident like twice, and this other like his other accident sat there for like what?
Well, yeah, I didn't realize that's what the other one was because I just noticed a stain on the deck.
I believe that she heard us because AJ went out there and started yapping his gums like he does.
Yeah.
And I think she was outside and heard us, and then literally not even 5 minutes after this incident, she comes knocking on our door.
Good. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's the updates in the lovely lives of Hannah and AJ. Lovely things going on.
I got my hair done.
Yep, Hannah got her hair done. That's a nice $1,500 investment. I really love that. You guys heard that right. $1,500 investment. It really makes me happy. Really brings me joy. So I'm really glad we could get that done. Looks good.
Thank you.
Yeah, looks fabulous. So yeah, is that everything you want to run through before we jump into the topics here?
I believe so. Okay. Let me think real quick. A little quick brainstorm.
Yeah, a little quick.
Okay, I think we're good.
Quick brainstorm here. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay. So we're just going to jump into some topics here, guys. We got a pretty good laid out episode for you. We'll just jump into I guess we'll go in the order here, actually. Maybe we'll skip this. I don't know. We'll see. I want to touch this one.
Skip the flooding.
No, I don't. I want to talk about that one because I think it's cool. It's like Madagascar.
I mean, I guess. But, you know who Tommy Smokes is, right?
No.
From Barstool?
No.
Well, anyway, so he was like, I follow him on, I think like a lot of platforms, but, he was kind of like comparing Dave Portnoy's like $1 million mansion, or like, I'm sure like more than $1 million mansion, but he was like, Dave's house compared to my flooded apartment, like New York apartment, and it was like this little tiny box that was just like, literally filled like halfway. And I was like, what the frick is happening? Like,
yeah.
How is New York flooding though?
I actually don't know the entire story. I literally just saved this one little piece from it. But okay, here's the one little piece I saved. First off, all the flooding and stuff, we're obviously praying for anybody that was. I actually don't know how bad this stuff went. Like I saw a few videos. I didn't really get too much into the depth of it. I just saw a few videos, but yeah. So the one thing I saved is that there were a few sea lions from the Central Park Zoo that were able to escape their enclosures and swim around.
Oh, that is so cute. I love seals.
I don't think they actually escaped the entire zoo, but they were able to just escape and swim around. So that's kind of like Madagascar. So
cute. Yeah, when they're like trying to go like on the subway and stuff. Yeah, I love that movie.
That would have been so funny if they would actually made it out.
Like really crazy stuff happens in either like California or New York. Like remember when New York was like you couldn't see anything and it was like really bad to even be like walking around and breathing in the air. Like that was actually scary. That was like post-apocalyptic crap.
Yeah,
that was so scary.
And now you still can't breathe because you're underwater.
Well, yeah, that is true.
Yeah,
like honestly,
New York
is crazy, dog. Like, I would never live in New York because, first off, all the crazy crap. And, like, it's, like, freaking $1,500 for, like, a 2-foot.
$1,500 for a box on the side of the street.
Yeah.
Probably more than $1,500 to be neighbors with the crackhead on the sidewalk.
Yeah, crackhead Carl.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was just a little point I saved from that. Obviously, it is a very serious situation. I think it's good now, but I just saved that little part of the sea lions that escaped their little enclosure at the park, and
I'd steal a sea lion.
You would steal a sea lion. The sea lion would probably steal you.
I'd keep it in my bathtub.
Did I send you that video of the monkey that was grabbing that guy? I think I sent it to Caden. I can pull it up for you right now. I'll pull it up for you right now and play this for you. So, for you guys listening, I'm terrified of monkeys, first off.
Oh,
I hate monkeys. No.
I like gorillas.
Oh, I didn't see this. He just sent me this.
Gorillas, they look like, I don't know if anyone's seen the picture or like the video of like a gorilla. He's eating like an apple or an orange or something, and someone toots, and he like looks at them like, what the frick just happened? But gorillas, I literally have this mindset that they are able to speak.
Yeah, so Hannah thinks monkeys are able to talk. They just don't want
to. They are. They're able to speak. They're like literally humans in disguise. They can say anything whenever they want. They just choose not to because they.
So this is what we like to call mentally insane. Mental problems, mental institution coming soon.
He literally.
The next podcast episodes will be the next podcast episodes will be in the mental institution, guys. We'll make sure Hannah's in a little white box. But yeah, here's a little video. I sent this to Caden. So like I was saying, I'm terrified of monkeys because they can literally rip you apart and kill you in seconds. Yeah, I ever since I heard people that are watching this will know the story because I know a lot of people know it. I don't remember the actual name of the people or the actual story of the monkey, whatever. But this lady that had a pet monkey or whatever, and it ended up tearing her to shreds and eating her alive.
Well, you know the movie Nope, where the lady gets like her face ripped off or whatever?
Yeah.
From like, wasn't it a monkey that did that?
I have no idea. I don't F with monkeys, but here's the little clip. I'll put it on the screen for you guys. I'll actually do this. I'll put it on the screen for you guys so you can see it. So look at this. This guy's like at a zoo somewhere. I'm guessing it's not in the United States, but he's at a zoo somewhere, and the monkey just grabs him and is trying to rip him through the bars.
Bruh.
And wait till the end because he tries to nibble his toes off. His friend's trying to save him. Look, he has 3 of his hands wrapped around his leg.
3? No, I think that's another monkey. Monkeys don't have
monkeys
3
have
hands.
4 hands.
Oh,
yeah.
That's gross, dog.
Look, yeah. Look at this last part. Look, he tries to nibble his toes right here. Look at that. Yeah. If he would have grabbed a hold of that, he would have ripped his toes off.
Yeah, probably.
He would have ripped his toes. I mean, it is that close.
You know what videos I think are so funny? Where, like, monkeys are, like, pets, and they, like, smack the humans, like, on the head. They're, like, really hard about it, too.
No, I don't like monkeys.
I don't. They're so funny.
No, I don't like monkeys. I don't F with monkeys. I don't anything with monkeys. Absolutely
but, like,
not.
Gorillas and chimps, they like, I feel like everyone will have... They will agree with me. Like, this is a video I'm talking about, AJ. You do not think this man can talk?
No.
Yeah,
I know what video you're talking about. No.
No, he can.
Man, here we can just watch this one. Caden sent me too.
Gorilla eating. He was eating a pepper. Look.
You've showed me the video.
He looks like he's about to say something.
No,
no.
Get that thing out of my face.
No, he's literally a human being.
Wait, look at this. This is what Caden just sent me. I'll put all these videos on the screen for you guys. Send that to me right now.
Okay.
Send that to me right now so I can put it on the screen. But look at this. So this is what Caden just sent me. It's another monkey video, so it's fitting in with what we're going on right now.
Oh, I like the monkeys with the diapers. Is it wearing a diaper?
Did you see that?
No, it was so fast. What is it even doing?
They put a lion on the screen, and he comes running back to his owner, scared to death.
Oh, yeah. Poor baby.
No, not poor baby. Let the lion have it. No. Feed him. We ain't with it. Take the monkeys out.
Monkeys are cute.
No.
With their little bananas and stuff.
Yeah, little bananas. Yeah, they'll kill you with a little banana. But yeah, well, we can go on to another topic here. Let's just. Yeah, we'll come back to that one. We'll jump into this one actually because I was very excited about this topic.
What topic? Oh, not the
new movie.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Quit. Hannah hates my topics. Hannah hates my topics this week. Whatever. But this topic I was very excited about. Yeah, if you would actually pull your phone up, you'd actually follow the notes I put together, you would see where I'm at and you would see where I'm pointing.
Yes, I pull up the notes.
So, as I'm sure many of you know, all of you probably know at this point, Angus Cloud, who passed away a few months ago on July 31st at the age of 25 from a drug overdose. Obviously a very sad, very sad situation.
Because he was grieving his father, and that makes me so sad.
Yeah, obviously a very sad situation. He was very talented. He was a awesome actor. I think a lot of people were very excited to see what he was going to do, and what he's going to do with his future, what he's going to come up with. Obviously, he got big off Euphoria. But he has a new movie. So I guess since his passing, there was 3 movies that he had been working on before then that I guess will all be released. I guess the one that's coming up soonest, though, is coming out next month on November 10th. I watched the preview for this the other day, and I'm super excited about it, actually. It looks really good. It's called Your Lucky Day. So it's about this kid that's struggling with money problems. I don't know the whole thing with it, but he's struggling with money problems, ends up going into this convenience store, and while he's in this convenience store, this older guy hits the lottery, wins like $100 million or something, and starts celebrating in there. And at that moment, in his mind, he's obviously struggling with these money problems, and I don't know the whole background, whatever. He's in trouble with some stuff, and he's like, I could really use that money right now. I could really use that money. So in just a split second, he decides to tape a mask around his face. So he had a gun on him, and then go hold the guy up and take the ticket. It's a whole thing. It looks really good though. So we're going to play the trailer for you guys right here. I have it pulled up so Hannah can watch it. Hannah hasn't seen it yet either. So I have it put up on the screen. I'll play it for you guys on the screen as well, because I think it's going to be an awesome movie. So we'll play this trailer real quick and be back in a second to actually review it a little more.
This is America. America don't care how you get your money.
Mega Ball jackpot is $156 million.
Just keep thinking about that old question. What would you do if you had $1 million?
Wow. You're a winner. 156 million. Wow! Are you kidding me? Oh, yo, give me that ticket over there.
156 million. Give me that ticket right now.
Take it. Police! Hey! That's what we gonna do. Turn off the lights.
Oh my God.
156 million. What's your plan?
I'm not gonna hold you hostage. This secret got a price tag.
This could be our chance at a better life.
What about the bodies?
This is wrong.
Nobody ever got rich without doing no crimes.
What was that? They don't arrest cop killers, they execute them.
Give us the ticket. We'll let you walk away.
What do you want us to do?
I need you to realize the situation you're in here. The winner always tells the story.
Back away, or I will burn this ticket.
You got the power now. What you want to do about it?
That's crazy.
Yeah, that looks pretty good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was the trailer for you guys. I think it looks really good, honestly.
It does look good.
So as you guys saw, like I said, it ends up
So I'm confused. He's working with these people?
yeah, so
Are
what
they,
ends
like,
up
doing it?
happening is he kills that cop. And so all the people that were in the convenience store, including the guy that was working, end up working together to try and hide the body of the cop and trying to get away with it so they can all split the money and pull it off and just all become rich. Yeah. I mean, I think it's insane. I know this movie was
$1 million.
No, it's $156 million.
No, he said you won $1 million.
Hannah, it's $156 million. Yeah. In the beginning, he says that's like what he's thinking. He's like, oh, what could you do with $1 million? But the winning ticket is $156 million.
I see.
Yeah, so it's like $50 million each.
Oh my gosh.
So I think it looks amazing. I also know this movie was actually created. It was actually made a long time ago in a short film. I think like 10 years ago. It was made in a short film that somebody created. It was the exact same thing called Your Lucky Day. That was like 18 minutes long or something. And they ended up now deciding to make it into a full movie and having him be the main guy in it. So I think it looks pretty good. I think that's pretty cool that they made it off of a little short film thing. So I'm excited to see it. I have no idea what his other movies are. I think there was one other one that they released the name of, but nothing else. And there's one that they literally have nothing on that's not supposed to come out till 2025, I think. But yeah, obviously a super talented kid. Super sad about what happened, but I think it's gonna be a great movie. So I wanted to play that for you guys, give you a little taste on that, and see what you guys thought. So yeah, anything else you want to say on that? Sweet. Staying with kind of the media and stuff, staying with that vibe. Drake just announced the other day. So Drake, obviously one of, if not the biggest artist in the world right now, announced on Friday that he's going to be stepping away from music for a year or longer to focus on his mental health, or not his mental health, to
Just
focus
health
on his
battles.
Yeah, health and recurring issues with his stomach. He didn't really say any more on that, but you're the one that sent me this, so I don't know if there's any more you want to talk about on that.
I don't know. Not much has been given. It's just like, a lot of rappers and stuff end up like taking breaks that leads to retirement and stuff like that. But Drake doesn't release like albums that often anyway, which
He
not
just
like a
released
lot of
new one.
I know, but I'm just saying, wasn't the last one like I don't even know what the
Yeah, I know
but
I know it's been a while, but there's been a few rappers that are stepping away from music, like Polo G, who still hasn't released his new album because of legal problems and stuff or something. He still hasn't been able to release it, but yeah, I don't know. He didn't really talk about it too much. Just said he has some things that are going on with his stomach or something that has been going on for a while. He just wanted to focus on and get himself healthy and just have a healthy body. So yeah, that's kind of that one. Was there anything else you wanted to jump on that?
not really. Not much to go off.
Okay. We'll stick with the media still. This is another big topic that I had a lot of stuff on. So, I know a lot of people are talking about this. Hannah didn't want to talk about it. I don't know why. Because she's a loser. So, Lil Tay, as I'm sure a lot of you remember Lil Tay from 5 years ago.
She's like, I'm the richest girl in the world. I'm the richest 5-year-old.
So, That was her 5 years ago, and then she just disappeared. So she made her first return to the internet in 5 years, kind of giving a breakdown on what had all happened and everything since. I mean, a lot of crazy stuff had happened in the last few months. Her family coming out saying that she had died and that her brother had died, and then coming back out and saying, and there was an investigation that was launched, and then saying that she was actually still alive, and a whole...
Well, she was saying that her dad faked everything, like her dad, it was really abusive.
So what she said...
neglectful, and he wouldn't even feed, like, her and her brother, but...
Yeah. So I don't really know where her mom's at in this entire equation, but she said... So she went on an Instagram Live and pretty much just broke down the entire thing and gave everybody everything that had been going on. And she said, 5 years ago when she had become famous, her father, who had not been in her life up to that point, came out of the woodwork and destroyed everything. He started a court case to silence her and restrict her from being able to speak out about the things he was doing. He took complete control of her money and fame and potentially ran her career into the ground. She also stated on her Instagram Live that her father, going by the name of Chris Hope, was the one responsible for the death hoax. So, pretty much, which, I mean, I believe her side. I know her dad's trying to argue this, but I believe her side pretty easily. But, so pretty much when she became famous, her dad, again, I don't really know where her mom's at in this entire situation. Couldn't really find much on her mom, but her dad came out of nowhere, who hadn't really been in her life up to that point, and pretty much since she was still very young, he was able to just come in and take complete control of everything, take all of her money, and really just take everything from her and keep her silent because he started that court case to make sure she couldn't say anything. And then obviously when things started to crumble, I think that's when he did his death hoax, when things started to crumble and look like, oh, it could come out what I did. He was like, oh, shoot, okay, well, she's dead. So, she also said that he was working with another con artist to create a crypto coin which would be promoted off her alleged death. So after he released the information of her being dead, they were going to release a crypto coin that would be promoted off her death. So I'm guessing it would be like a crypto coin of her or something. I don't know. Like I said, her dad has denied all these claims. He said that everything that she said is 100% false, which I don't believe at all. I mean, she disappeared for 5 years. Couldn't do anything about it. I mean, there's literally a court case going on about it. I'm pretty sure there's some truth about this. So, yeah. I want to bring you guys in on that because I know a lot of people were talking about that, and kind of just crazy what parents will do when their kids start to make money and become famous. So it's interesting stuff. But was there anything you wanted to hit on that?
No, just that. Yeah, her dad's a POS.
Yeah, pretty much. Just completely switching gears here. The last thing we had for you guys is a pretty sad topic going on right now in the world is I believe it's called Hamas. I think that's how people were saying it. Hamas and the Israel war. So Hamas launched an attack on Israel that a lot of people are saying could start World War III. Now we've heard this a lot over the last handful of years on multiple things that have happened. But so by the time this comes out, it'll be about a week since this happened, but overnight Hamas launched 5,000 rockets into Israel, which have killed over 300 people at this point and have injured over 1,500. The Prime Minister of Israel said that they had no clue this was coming.
Yeah, so unprovoked?
Yeah. Literally just out of nowhere, I guess. So yeah, I mean, it was just out of nowhere. The Prime Minister said they had no idea this was coming, but he's warning people. I think they were saying he was warning the people of Israel to get out of the towns that are being attacked because they were about to destroy Hamas or something. I don't know. It's interesting. There's a lot of effed up stuff going on in our world.
There was a Israeli music festival.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And 260 bodies were recovered from that site where the music festival was held, where people fled in hail of bullets.
Yeah. I was reading that too. So there was a music festival that was on the border of Israel and Hamas, and I guess it was for the peace. It was a music festival for the peace between those two.
That is so sad.
Yeah, but between those two countries. It was a music festival for peace between those two. And one of the people, I guess, was kind of I guess she was kind of a social media influencer or something. I don't really know. She was actually German. She had gone there to attend the Peace Music Festival thing, and she was murdered, and then they dragged her body through the streets, flaunting it off, showing everybody that they had killed her. So, yeah. Extremely fucked up situation. It's terrible things going on in our world. Kind of scary. I'm thinking that the attack was just out of nowhere. Because I feel like a lot of places could decide to do that to the U.S. at any point right now, especially with Putin and China coming together now. Yeah, scary to think what could happen with that.
Yeah, Hamas or whatever it is in Palestine.
Yeah.
But that is really sad because, peace and then just, what was it, 250, 260?
Yeah, it is really sad. It's really messed up.
I am always so scared that we, America, are going to piss someone off so bad that that's going to be us next. That is so scary, too.
It is scary. Scary. And I think, like I said, with China and Russia coming together now, I mean, they could definitely do some damage. But this part I'm about to say, we'll put on the Patreon. But we can discuss this. Maybe I'll put a little bit on here just to get people interested on what I'm about to say, because here's what I believe. Currently, where the U.S. is at, I think people want to try and do something before the next presidential election, before somebody else comes into power, because Biden does not know what he's doing with military and war, at all. And he's just, I think people don't see him as a threat and more of a joke. And I think that's a pretty scary thing, especially with China and Russia coming together. It's a pretty scary thing because I think people could try and attack, and Biden's not going to be able to do much, to be honest. So that's why I think just for the war side of things,
but just because Biden wouldn't be able to do anything doesn't mean I think Trump will either.
Oh, I think Trump will.
No.
Hannah, Biden doesn't do anything with war stuff. He doesn't do anything with war stuff.
Okay, what would Trump be able to do?
Okay, when Trump was in power, he made sure that everybody knew we had the strongest military, the strongest army in the entire world. And when when Kim Jong-un threatened to nuke the U.S., he shut him down. He said, "You may have a red button, but I have a much bigger one. I'll destroy your entire country and wipe you off the face of the earth." That's what he did when people threaten the U.S. People threaten the U.S. with Biden. He doesn't say anything. He doesn't do anything. Hey, what up, guys? Little break in the action for you here. Now, I've got a little something special to tell you guys here, okay? A little something new coming to the podcast. So, if you do want to keep watching or listening to the next clip of this podcast, it's actually not going to be in this episode. It's going to be on the new Patreon. It's going to be on the new Beyond the BS Patreon. The link's going to be down in the description of this video, so if you do want to check it out, head down to that link, go check it out. It's going to be $3 a month. That's the lowest I could put it on, guys. There's certain topics and there's certain things that we unfortunately can't talk about on certain platforms, such as YouTube. So this way, I'm able to bring guests on and talk about literally whatever we want. It doesn't matter what it is, and we can put it out there. Right now, we're not able to do that. So hopefully you guys will see the point in this, and I promise you it's going to be worth it. $3 a month, come on, guys. I promise you it's going to be worth it. This next clip, if you guys want to go check this out, the things that are said in this next clip, you guys are going to want to hear. It's going to spark some heat in people's hearts, okay? People are going to be going crazy. So if you guys do want to check that out, like I said, description down below, check that out. $3 a month. There's a lot of stuff I've been working on in the background, so there is possibly going to be other segments coming, like $5 a month, $8 a month. We'll figure that out later, but right now we have the $3 a month option. It would mean the absolute world to me if you guys did go and at least check that out for me. If you do, like I said, it's not only for me, it's also for you guys, because I want to bring you guys the best content I can, and right now there's just a few restrictions that don't allow me to do that. So if you do want to do that, go check out the Patreon. Promise you it's going to be worth it. Love you guys. Let's get back to the episode. Well, this is what...
Please do not put that on one of the clips.
Why?
and take it out of context.
Not taking it out of context. The Bible says there's only 2 genders. How is that taking it out of context? I'll say it right here. And I'll put me on the clip. The Bible says there's only 2 genders.
Yeah, the Bible says there's only 2 genders.
How am I going to take that out of context? No. I don't care what people say. I don't read the comments.
Well, you're going to skip the Bible thing and you're just going to put 2 genders.
Oh my gosh, no.
Make it seem like I'm
Here's what we can't talk about. Here's what we can't talk about on the actual podcast and on the Patreon. Because we just went on a while for Patreon stuff, so we can get back on the actual episode.
We kind of just switched ships here. We were talking about the Israeli war or the Israel war, and now we're talking about politics.
Well, yeah. Here's what we'll say on the actual podcast. Jumping
ships.
Not really on politics anymore, but just not hating people on things they believe and stuff and things like that. Because I feel like this is obviously a massive, massive, massive problem in our country right now. Is you can't even have a conversation with anybody. You can't even sit down and try and talk about different beliefs. Me being a Christian, I mean, if I say something like, I've talked about this before. I talked about it a little bit when Sibby was on here. If there's a gay person or a trans person that comes up to me and wants to be mad about something, whatever, and I say, listen, because this is what I'm about to say is my belief. If I say, listen, I'm a Christian, this is what I believe. I'm not gonna hate on you. I'm not gonna try to tear you down. Whatever you want to do is you do your thing. Just don't force it down my throat and make me have to believe in that. That's you.
Like,
but if I say you be you, I'll be me, they're gonna get mad about that. They have to have everybody on their page. They have to have everybody on their side. They have to have everybody doing their thing.
There's some trans who are like, oh, you know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna continue doing me. You do you.
Oh yeah.
There's some that are that way, and same with the gays and like the lesbians, whatever.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of them that are like, oh, you know what? You are a homophobic, or you're a homophobe if you don't accept me the way I am. But there's also Christians that like shove their religion down your throat. There's other Christians that are like, you know what? You don't believe in God, blah, blah, blah. That's you.
Yeah.
You know, live your life. But like it kind of goes both ways. And I think that with a lot of religions too, it's like always hate against other people's religions, like Buddhism,
well, there are
like,
some religions.
Christian, you're not going to heaven, blah, blah, blah.
There are some religions that I don't agree with.
Well, there's one religion that I certainly don't agree with.
What?
Well, I don't really know what they're called. But like the ones that like worship and...
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I don't know like exactly what they're called.
Satanist?
Maybe?
Yeah.
That's like... But you know what? If you do you.
But yeah, it's just you just can't have a conversation. I mean, I have a cousin that's gay.
Yeah, I know multiple people who are.
I have a cousin that's gay. I mean,
and I love these people. Like,
it's like you do you, but I just don't like. There's too many people that try and force it down your throat, and like there was a whole march this a few months ago, but there was a whole march of gay and trans people that were marching down the street saying that they were coming for your kids and they were gonna take your kids and turn them gay and stuff or something. It's and stuff like trans and gay and all this stuff being taught in schools now to these little kids. It's just I just don't know. I can tell you right now. I can tell you right now. If our kids come home and say, oh, they taught us about how I can choose to be a girl if I want to be a girl, or oh, they told me I can be a boy if I want to be a boy, or they told me that they're going to be homeschooled, I'll homeschool myself. I do not care. I do not care.
What are you going to do
when... I guess if we put them in private school, actually, that won't happen, but, So I guess that's fine.
But did you not wasn't your valedictorian gay?
No.
Or Bella's valedictorian in her class?
No, what are you talking about?
Yeah, he was.
You're talking about I know what kid you're talking about.
Yeah, and I asked Bella, I said, is he gay? And she's like, oh, yeah.
There is a couple gay kids at the school.
Lutheran.
There is a couple gay kids. There was a gay kid there when I was at the school. Okay? They have a different...
Religion stuff.
No, it is all about religion stuff, okay? And
well, they're like certainly Christian or Lutheran, and they're going to.
And a lot of the times, let me explain to you what it is. A lot of the times is you have a kid that is whatever, gay, trans, whatever. Their parents force them to go to this school, pay for them to go there, hoping that it will change them. Okay? Now, a lot of the times these schools won't even let these kids in here. They don't even let the kids go to the school. Our school, I don't really know what my school's stance was on that. I have no idea, to be honest. But they have a whole different. I don't know. There was only like 1 or 2 gay kids when I was there. And I don't know, they had a whole different set of beliefs about things and kind of twisted the Bible to be in their favor, which I've seen a lot of people do. But it's just I think a lot of people just need it, which I think it's actually starting to happen now. Cancel culture is starting to actually be shut down, and a lot of people just actually realizing that a lot of this stuff is fucked up. A lot of it's kind of ridiculous. So, I don't know. Like I said, my beliefs personally is you do you, I'll do me, And I know this is what I was going to say. I know there are a lot of Christians that pound religion down your throat and Christianity down your throat. I'm not going to act like it's just the gays and the trans that start to try to pound stuff down your throat. There are Christians, there are religions, there are multiple people that try to pound stuff down your throat.
Which are the ones that like hand out the Bibles on the street and they're like, oh.
Well, I mean, it's more than that.
Oh, yeah, but most of those people.
Here's my view on that, because there's a lot of people that take things in the Bible way too seriously. There's a lot of things that take things from the Old Testament that aren't meant for today's day and age. And I understand that God wants us to share His word. He wants us to spread our word, and that's what I hope to do through this podcast and little things, right? Little bits, talk about this, have conversations with people, is to share His word. But if there's gonna be people that won't accept it and are going to tear you down and rip into you for trying to share that, you don't need to force it down their throat. That's not the point. You need to force it down their throat. You share it with them, get it in their mind. That's the first step, okay? Just to get it in their mind, see what happens. You don't force it down their throat and say that you're going to go to hell if they're not going to do this. It's their life. It's their choice. You can't take somebody's free will away. That's a whole different thing.
Like, say someone's agnostic or there's 2 of them. There's like where you just won't believe in God no matter what, and then others that you have to like have like a sign that He's real to believe it. I don't know. There's agnostic, and there's one other one. I don't remember what that one is called. But even if you don't believe in God, if something's happening with you, I'm going to pray for you. Like, hopefully He helps you. Whatever.
Yeah.
But. And a lot of them too, they're like, oh, I don't believe in God. Like Elena, she doesn't believe, but she's always like, oh, I'm gonna pray, like, for whatever situation. She always talks to me about like, oh, I'm gonna pray for this person, blah blah blah. And I think she actually means it. And even though she doesn't believe, she's still gonna try to pray for anyone that she can. And hopefully she thinks she's saying hopefully something happens and their situation is better, because she as a non-believer is trying to pray for that person.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. I mean, I obviously think God can help a lot of people. I think God does want to have relationships with everybody on this planet. I think He tries to have relationships with people. I think He adds certain hardships in certain points in your life to try to have a relationship with you, because these people that try and push Him away and try to not listen to Him and try to go against Him, He does things. He throws these little earthquakes into their life to try and have a relationship with them. A lot of people take it the wrong way, I feel like, and don't understand it in the moment, which is very understandable. But He is trying to have a relationship with you. Me, obviously being very religious, very much believing in God. I try my best to understand whenever He tries to do something in my life, whenever He tries to speak to me in whatever way. But I mean, I understand it's very hard. I mean, just doing something like this, like just doing the podcast and stuff, something like this, there's a lot of people that rip me apart on certain things on social media, do certain things with this. But what people don't understand is when you are religious and when you do trust in God and when you do have a relationship with God and you do try your best to just give everything to Him, and this is just throwing this out here to people. If you do want to even just try this out to see how it goes for you and if it changes anything in your life, just trying your best to trust in God and see what happens and understand. Like me personally with the podcast, if people are ripping me apart on social media about something, in that moment I may be very stressed out about it. It may be destroying like my mental stance where I'm at right now and stuff like that. But I'm getting to the point, I've started to get to the point now to where it's like I fully believe that God gives me this idea for the podcast. God has given me this dream for the podcast. God has given me the dream for my future with this podcast and social media stuff for a reason, and that I will make it. And part of that is me being able to trust Him along the way and not being worried about things that people are saying anymore, which is why I don't read the comments anymore. I don't do anything like that, is me just being able to trust Him along the way, know that He's by my side, and that these comments don't matter. It's going to move on to the next week. There's going to be another video. It's going to do this. There's going to be another video. Like, it's going to move on. Things are going to keep going. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. And I just have to trust that this is just a step along the way, and it's going to keep building and keep going. So, yeah.
That's a good stand.
Yeah. So, yeah, I want to talk about that for a second, but I don't know. Was there anything else you wanted to throw in there?
Just that what you were saying, like, sometimes it's going to be hard to know that, like, God has a plan because He throws all these hardships at you. Like, I don't know, it could be like a financial situation, whatever, but most of the time you're going to pull through because He always has a plan. And yeah, just keep your trust in Him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess we can end it off there, guys. I feel like that's a good mark to end it off with. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed coming on and spending a little time with us this week. As always, I love you guys all so much. I thank you all so much for watching, listening, supporting. You guys are the reason why I'm able to do this and why we're going to make it. We're going to make it, guys. Like I've said, we're only going up from here. Again, I love all you guys. Go check out the Patreon if you want to do that. Like I said, link's going to be in the bio or in the description of this video. And yeah, that's going to do it for episode 25, guys. We'll see you next week. Yeah. Peace out.